I turned 30, and then we kind of thought, right, maybe now's a good time to start to have a baby. I always knew it was going to take a long time because I've got polycystic ovaries and endometriosis. Overall, we had 11 rounds. We were very lucky that we were able to do a lot with frozen embryos, which is one of the really good things about the access, and that's what attracted us in the beginning.
It gave us the ability to put a lot of that money up front, so that as you went through the process, it wasn't a case of, pay this bill, pay this bill, pay this bill. It was done up front, and that helped take away a lot of the problems. If you didn't achieve your goal, at least you felt like you had something back.
You could always try again afterwards,
Yeah.
There's never an end until you say there's an end. One of the biggest things for us that helped us keep going was the fact that we did get pregnant each time. Even though we lose them, you kind of think, well, that's something to hold on to, so we can make it work.
The hardest bit's at the start. As you go on, you kind of get used to it. The first time, you got pregnant, we saw a heartbeat in the scan, and I started shopping for bits and pieces for the kids' room and things like that. And then we went for the next scan, and there was nothing there. There was no heartbeat.
I think I'm gonna cry.
And then you started to, then the next few rounds, you stop shopping, don't you? You just start hoping, carrying on.
We did it! Didn't we? We did it! You weren't going anywhere.
I'm gonna take him, sorry.
He was go number 11, and he was embryo 13 or 14.
We did, it was the pregnancy test I still remember, because for our positive pregnancy tests that hadn't worked out. I'd never actually seen we'd always hidden it and then waited 5 minutes and then revealed it. And this time around I said, well, what happens? Does it come up slowly or does it just pop up? I didn't actually know how it came up on the screen. And you thought I was nuts, but I just held it and watched it, didn't I? We were in the bedroom. And there I did, it just popped up pregnant.
We had taken a lot of different immune therapy drugs this time, which is what they thought was the reason why we kept losing them. So there were things in place that were different than they had been before.
It was a bit bizarre because we'd never got past 8 weeks, was it? 8 weeks, and then we went for a 10-week scan, everything was fine.
We didn't really know what to do.
We didn't quite know what to do at that point.
I wouldn't change, even now, the way that it came about, because all those times it went wrong and it wasn't, we lost them, it wasn't him. And I'm sure everybody says that kind of thing, but it was meant to be him. He was just waiting. I would recommend access to anybody. Like we said before, it meant that we could take out that stress from that part of it. I found them incredibly easy to deal with. They answered all my questions. I thought it was too good to be true. And so I would highly recommend it to anybody because it just takes out so much stress. And then in the end, they're also really happy for you.
He's the light of my life, to be honest. He's, I've become one of those proud fathers who, if you ask about my son, I've got there's annoying people who show you a million photos of them, so, he's changed everything, but he's amazing.